Welcome to the Food for Thought Faithcast. Clear your minds, clear your hearts. Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. We thank you for tuning in today, and we hope you enjoy the show. Hey guys, it's B-Rob. It's the Food for Thought Faithcast, and I am your humble host. And today is Saturday, January 10th, 2026 in their calendar. And we want to give all glory and honor to God as we do this podcast. And we pray for good things, and hopefully some good truth will come out of this podcast and some good spiritual truth as well. Guys, today is a beautiful day. I'm going to go walk in. I'm going to go get me some pho. I got some new job opportunities lined up next week. We're going to talk about that. Guys, don't forget to visit the website www.forchristministry.com. You can find links to the podcast. You can find links to B-Rob Music. You can book me. You can put down prayer requests. You can contact me. Whatever you like to do. If you want to be a guest on the show, that'd be perfect. I'd love to have you. And we don't have to talk politics. We can talk biblical. We can talk your career. We can talk your testimony. Whatever you want to talk about, I would love to have you on my show. Guys, we got a lot of things going on. Apparently, they're trying to make another George Floyd from this ICE shooting today. Another crazy thing, you ever feel like you're just watching a movie? Because you probably are. Everybody's so worried about Trump 2028. Well, guess what? Why do you think he's got 45 through 47 on most of his hats? 45 slash or 45 dash 45 dash 47 on most of his hats, because there was never a 46. What if I told you he never left? He's been there the whole time. He just had to show you the insurrection that they were doing in the election that they stole twice, but only won once. So, guys, I know I might sound a little crazy, but it's right there. It's right there. And I mean, yesterday the White House posted something on social media. It was a strong message from the military. It was very patriotic. And then it was like AI cartoon of the military destroying fast food, mostly pizza and hot dogs. Then it flashed eat real food. And this comes a day after the food table was flipped upside down. Remember, everything was inverted, and now we're making it right. You follow what I'm saying? You follow there? So make sure you're eating your steak and eggs first, your bread last. But anyway, notice something from what I said about the video. They were blowing up pizza and hot dogs. Well, what was pizza and hot dog code words notoriously used for in the past? It's in the FBI reports. It's in the emails. I mean, Obama had something like 50,000 hot dogs and something delivered to the White House and at 1 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the or something like that. I can go back and find the actual stories, but pizza and hot dog were code words for children being trafficked for God knows what. In case you didn't know that, I mean that's in FBI reports. That's in emails from Podesta. I mean, that stuff came out years ago. If you think Pizzagate was a lie and I mean, it was a cover up by the news media, but it's 100% real, and the war is a lot bigger than you think. It's a lot bigger than just me and you. So we, as children of God, have to use discernment because God protects his children. So we've definitely got to stop and use discernment. And now we've got these people, which the Minnesota shooting to me looks like a false flag. They were probably paid agitators, paid protesters by a Soros group. And who knows what congressmen or senators help pay for this as well. But you notice every time something like that happens, it's always a big deal and the media runs with it. Even though they are wrong, the future always proves the past. You wait. The rule is wait 72 hours and then that's why I was on the monks 2 and 3 days later. So now I'm here 2 and 3 days later giving you my honest opinion. I honestly think it looks like an insurrection. It really does. The way they harassed the officers, that's paid harassment. That's not good acting. Um, guys, just think about something. I'm gonna play you some clips. Let's see what the White House had to say about the what happened the other day. Let's check this out real quick.
The deadly incident that took place in Minnesota yesterday occurred as a result of a larger, sinister, left wing movement that has spread across our country, where our brave men and women of federal law enforcement are under organized attack. Right now, immigration and customs enforcement officers are facing a 1,200% increase in assaults, a 3,200% increase in vehicle rammings, and an 8,000% increase in death threats. ICE agents are faithfully enforcing federal law to protect the safety of the American people by removing criminal illegal aliens from our country, which is exactly what nearly 80 million Americans elected President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance to do. Radicals in the Democrat Party are furious over this. They don't want our border secured or criminal illegal aliens being removed. As a result, Democrats are impeding immigration enforcement operations daily, creating extremely heightened and dangerous circumstances that make it nearly impossible for the men and women of law enforcement to simply do their jobs.
You hear? Making it nearly impossible for them to do the job that we voted them in for. Because they don't want it. That's their voter base. You do realize that all those illegals, if those people get deported, the Democrats will never win another race because there's no fraud anymore. It's being dismantled. You follow what I'm saying? Let's see what old Vice President J.D. Vance has to say about this. And guys, keep in mind the news media gets paid to keep you vibrating on a lower level, so they keep you in fear. And fear, we know, is false evidence appearing real. So they're paid to cover things like riots. They're not paid to cover people who just won a 50-year award for some excellence or something like that. They're not paid to tell us about a citizen journalist who uncovered some fraud in Minneapolis. You get what I'm saying here? So follow the picture, because the picture is a lot bigger than our everyday routine, because our everyday routine is what got us here. Being complacent is what got us here. So let's check out what JD Vance says, and then we'll hear from the maestro, President Trump.
The president stands with ICE. I stand with ICE. We stand with all of our law enforcement officers. And part of that is recognizing that you people in the media, not everybody in this room, but many people in this room have been lying about this attack. She was trying to ram this guy with her car. He shot back. He defended himself. He's already been seriously wounded in law enforcement operations before, and everybody who's been repeating the lie that this is some innocent woman who was out for a drive in Minneapolis when a law enforcement officer shot at her, you should be ashamed of yourselves. First of all, of course, nobody wants an American citizen to be killed. This is absolutely a tragedy, but it's a tragedy of the making of the far left. They have radicalized a very small segment of the population, taught them that ICE agents are engaging in wide-scale violation of people's rights.
It's what they do. It's the Alinsky playbook. It's communism. It's socialism 101. I mean, it's exactly what they do. And there are a lot of Republicans in on it. They just haven't surfaced yet. Some have, some will, and some will just disappear when the time comes. God knows. God wins. Let's listen to see what Trump has to say about this.
Well, I haven't seen the vice president's statement, but he's generally very accurate. I hate to say, look, I watched that yesterday, and there were a lot of different forms to it. But there was a woman screaming, "Shame, shame, shame, shame." She was a agitator, probably a paid agitator, but in my opinion, she was an agitator, a very high-level agitator, so professional. She wouldn't stop screaming. I said, this isn't a normal situation. This is a professional troublemaker. Because you heard it and I had it. Now, I will say this. The news sort of turned her down, turned her off, because you're trying to watch. She was so loud and so crazy and just not normal. When somebody sees something like that, they don't go screaming and the same words. So I guess you could say professional, but I didn't think she did a very good job. You have agitators, and we will always be protecting ICE, and we're always going to be protecting our Border Patrol and our law enforcement. Yeah.
The state officials there have said that the FBI is not sharing evidence with them. Typically, they would conduct a joint investigation, as you know. Do you believe that the FBI should be sharing evidence with state officials in Minnesota?
Well, normally I would, but they're crooked officials. I mean, Minneapolis and Minnesota, what a beautiful place, but it's being destroyed. It's got an incompetent governor, fool. I mean, he's a stupid person. And it looks like the number could be $19 billion stolen from a lot of people, but largely people from Somalia. They buy their vote. They vote in a group. They buy their vote. They sell more Mercedes-Benzes in that area than almost. Can you imagine? You come over with no money, and then shortly thereafter you're driving a Mercedes-Benz. The whole thing is ridiculous. So they're very corrupt people. It's a very corrupt state. I feel that I won Minnesota. I think I won it all 3 times. Nobody's won it since Richard Nixon won it many, many years ago. I won it all 3 times, in my opinion. And it's a corrupt state, a corrupt voting state. And the Republicans ought to get smart and demand on voter ID. They ought to demand maybe same-day voting and all of the other things that you have to have a safe election. But I won Minnesota 3 times, and I didn't get credit for it. I did so well in that state every time. The people were crying every time after. That's a crooked state. California is a crooked state. Many crooked states. We have a very, very dishonest voting system. The last time I won, 24, the one that just took place, I won because it was too big to rig. You couldn't rig it. It was too big. But I won the state of Minnesota. It's a corrupt voting system with an incompetent governor, a very incompetent governor.
There you go. You have it from the man himself. A lot of corruption in Minnesota. It's been proven, not by the news media, which they're supposed to do their job, but the mainstream media is fake news, and we have known that. So guys, I'm gonna leave you with one last clip. This is my friend David J. Sorensen. He is just like me. He knows. So guys, listen to this. I'm gonna leave you with this. I want to say God bless you. Keep Colossians 3:2 in your heart. Set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. As this spiritual warfare breaks onto the surface, you are going to need the armor of God. And it's a fact, guys. You're going to need it. You need it right now. I need it to go to the grocery store. So, and I am no different than you. And remember what I said, God protects his children. So make sure you stay prayed up because God loves you. And if you don't have Jesus, you better get right. Check out this clip and we'll see you on the next one, guys.
It's blatantly clear that this attack on ICE was staged to create outrage amongst the people in a wicked attempt to prevent President Trump from removing the millions of illegal aliens from America, including tens of thousands of full-blown criminals, rapists, murderers. This is how the left, which is basically engineered by the Jews, that's just the historic fact. They are the sponsors of the left. That's why Charlie Kirk was killed, because that's what he exposed, that this whole left movement, this whole wokeism, the whole Marxism, the whole socialism is entirely funded by Jewish billionaires. But that's how far they go. They literally kill people. They murder even their own people in order to push their diabolical agenda. I'm glad that we have a president that does not bow for that is stronger than steel. He doesn't bow for this kind of wicked manipulation. But it shows what war we are in. If they are willing to kill their own people, or, orchestrate, arrange it in such a way that their own people get killed, then you know what they have in mind for you. Then you know what they have in mind for humanity. And that's why President Trump has to be strong. But I wish there was a way to inform the people of America about what's really going on. Because now it's only a handful of patriots with a brain that works, that understand what's going on, and the insiders of Q and President Trump and White Hats. But the vast majority of people don't know this. They get brainwashed, they get lied to, they get manipulated, they get mind controlled. I wish that the White Hats would find a solution, find a strategy to reach the mind of these tens of millions, probably hundreds of millions of American people who literally are bombarded day and night with lies, with slander, with smear campaigns against President Trump. They never hear any semblance of truth. All they hear is lies. I hope that a solution, a strategy will come to accurately inform the American people, to sidestep the lying criminal news media, which is also owned by Jews, You have to say what's true. You have to say what's fact. The American people deserve the truth. The American people need to know what's really going on. Why is President Trump pushing the illegals out? Because there's a very evil agenda behind the mass migration to destroy America from within through the millions of illegal immigrants. That's what they're doing in Europe. They are literally replacing the populations of the European countries with hundreds of millions of immigrants. They want to destroy the nations to create one world state. I hope that more people will hear the truth. If you can, then please share this little video. It's simple, but people need simple truths to understand that we are dealing with pure evil. If they kill their own, then they will kill you. That's why Trump has to get them out of the country. And that's why they have to be exposed.
Hey guys, it's B-Rob. We want to thank you once again for tuning in to the Food for Thought Faithcast. We could not do this without you guys listening and tuning in. Guys, if you ever want to pray with me, for me, talk to me, or simply be a guest on the podcast, give me a call or text 706-691-1043. Once again, my name is B-Rob. God bless you. And on a serious tip, we cannot do this without you guys. So if you would love to send a gift, $1, $5, whatever the donation amount may be, we cannot do this without you guys. We want to continue to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ around the world. Thank you guys, and God bless.